Alright, you guys, it is September 21st, a very special day for all of us bow hunters that live in southwestern Pennsylvania. Today is the opening day for the early archery season. There's a few units around the state that open early. Gives some cool opportunity to hunt some deer that might still be on some summer patterns. I've been hunting this unit for probably 10 years now with the bow. I've never quite been able to hunt them on their true summer patterns. It always seems to be a couple weeks late, even though they give us this head start. But we've hunted a property tonight that we got a lot of history with in the past. Killed a buck here before, and plenty of other deer. You've seen some doe hunts on this channel if you've watched some videos in the past. We hunted here last year with the rifle on a couple late doe hunts, and filmed myself and Evan also fill a tag here. But it is 4 o'clock right now, pretty hot. It's almost up to 80 degrees, so a little warm, but we're gonna slip in here and hunt this property. Family friend's farm of mine, not too far from my house. But this is my first attempt at really self-filming with a decent camera, so I'll have the camera I'm on now as well as with a GoPro, and then I have a nice little phone. I think it's the Mag Pro or Mag View camera mount to throw my phone on for point of view action shot on the bow stabilizer. But I'm gonna try and slip in here. I'm not gonna film too much with the big camera until I get set up here. I'll talk to you guys when I get to the property, but it's opening day. I've got buddies in the woods right now. One already shot a buck, and we're hoping to do the same here tonight. We got a bunch of good ones on camera, so we'll be here in a few minutes and we'll get after it. Just got to the spot. As you can see, I'm still in my street clothes. I've been working all weekends, getting some overtime, so coming from work, I just threw on a t-shirt. It's really hot out, so I'm gonna try and walk in as little layers as possible, but we'll be sweating by the time we get to the stand. So gonna get changed. I got the target right here. Gonna take one practice shot with my bow. I like doing that before I go in if I have time, and then we're gonna get in the stand here. Alright, you guys, just want to take one practice shot. That'll do. Let's get dressed, start getting sweaty. Alright, you guys, before we start, I figured I'd just run over what I'm using for the season. So the bow that I'm using is a Hoyt Ventum 30. It's a few years old. I'm running some gold tip hunters, and I shoot a 2-blade fixed blade Magnus. I also practice all season with the broadheads. I just sight in with my broadheads and practice with them. Running saddle again this year. I have for the past 4 or 5 years. Same saddle I've always run. It's just a lower end H2 saddle. It does what I need it to do. I can do all day sits with it. So that's what I run. Just a Badlands pack. I think this is the Super Day pack or something like that. I run 4. They're like 20-inch double step mini climbing sticks. I can't even remember who makes this. And this year we're filming with the 4th Arrow arm. And then I have some, they're oversized, but I use them for out west too, some 10x50s. So that's what we're running with. Heading in, I'm running the GoPro camera. I'm not fiddling with that big camera when we walk into setup, just because it might be close quarters. But got the pack loaded and everything. Got the bow, arrows, a release, a license, saddle. Time to get up in a tree. We're gonna slip in here quiet. Alright, you guys, so we're about to drop, there goes some doves. We're about to drop down into this draw here. As you can see, we're gonna work down this fence row, and then right where my cam is, top of my limb, we're dropping down into this draw, and we're gonna get in a creek bed, slip up the creek bed to eliminate some ground scent,
and we're gonna hunt the bottom of this draw where this ditch comes down, and there's a lot of acorns raining down it. Some scrapes. We have a mock scrape set up, but as well as some natural scrapes. And I'm gonna get in a tree right above the creek bank, hopefully, if I can find one, and just stay low and hope that my thermals pull down the creek away from where the deer, I anticipate them coming. Alright, you guys, we're all set up here. Wasn't the easiest getting in here. Didn't bump any deer, but sure as heck had a heck of a time getting up this tree. Getting everything set up. It's 5:30. There's 2 hours and 15 minutes of daylight left. We're all situated. I'm kind of in a tough tree to film, so if something happens, who knows how much footage I'll get of it, but we're learning here. It's starting to cool down, definitely, but hopefully we get into some deer here shortly. You guys, we're set up here in this draw, just anticipating some movement here. I got the main camera set up, bow set up. Expected travel is down this ditch from either side of these points. It comes to a ditch here. I have a camera here over a mock scrape, and these acorns have been falling out of these oaks, coming down into this ditch. And the deer have just been coming down. I'm working on feeding on them before they head up to some ag fields that are up here. There's some winter rye, standing beans, and standing corn up here. There's also some active scrapes right here. And pretty much what we're hoping for is we're set up right here, as you can see. It's dried up right now, but a creek bed, and there's still some moisture there. It's pulling the thermals down. So hopefully these deer, even though they're close and I'm in the bottom, the thermals are pulling this way. And hopefully it's a 17-yard shot to the scrape there. Or if they work through, like they're going to go up to the ag fields. I've got multiple shot opportunities all the way around the tree that are inside of 30 yards. And I also won't be surprised if we have some deer traffic up and down this creek like this. You can even hear the acorns falling in here right now. Alright, you guys, I'm just getting down out of the tree. I had to wait those deer out for about 25 minutes, but packing up right now, taking some sticks off, and then we'll talk back up at the truck. Alright guys, well, didn't really get to do much of a post game in the tree because we were pretty covered up in deer. The last good footage that you guys probably saw was that 2-year-old 7-point working some rubs pretty hard, and he might have picked me out in the tree a little bit. I was in a pretty small tree and I was probably only 9 or 10 feet off the ground. I was trying to stay low in that creek bed so the thermals didn't pull anywhere else but there. But after that buck came in, I waited a few minutes, and off camera I grunted that buck in, and then off camera, about with a half-hour shooting light left, I decided to hit the grunt tube again. And I'd never seen it like that early season, but I had a buck come running in from actually where we came in from down the drainage, and followed by 2 more bucks and 2 does. So I had what would it have been, 5 or 6 deer coming in right at last light, and I filmed them for the better part of a half hour, and then with about 5 minutes left, a buck that I was borderline on shooting this year showed up in the back, and he ran right up to the scrape. The footage was dark. Probably can't see much of any of antlers or anything, but I did decide to pass on that deer. He's a nice 2-year-old, but we got a long season ahead of us. I got a lot of nice deer at some other properties around here and up at camp, and I don't want to go and shoot a smaller deer just because I get excited. I'm always happy with the deer I shoot, but I figured let the hunting season go on longer. It's only the opening day of the early season, and maybe we'll sling one at a bigger deer. But my buddy Lance killed a doe tonight, so congrats to him, and congrats to any of you guys that kill one. But that'll be the video. Next time you're either going to see Evan up in a stand or me trying to harvest a doe. Maybe Evan and I will be in the stand together. But appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hunting season's back, baby.